Hello YouTube, my name is Terrell. Um, First off, I want to give honor to the Lord Jesus Christ, who's the head of my life. Um, Basically, this video is about a tutorial on how to put a motor on a fat tire bike without um, compromising the integrity of the frame, which is drilling holes in the frame or cutting the frame. So I have a method here that will enable you to put a offset your motor on a fat tire bike. Um, I just want to give a shout out to Ray. He's the guy, Hellcat Motors. He's actually the inventor of these brackets right here that I'm using. I'm not taking no credit for none of this. I just copied his work. But I want to put a video out there to show people how to actually offset your motor, because I've been searching YouTube for years for videos on how to offset a motor for a fat tire bike, but to no avail. I haven't found one that I liked. Mostly they showing you drilling holes in the frame and cutting your frame and all that, and or using a jack shaft kit, and I just don't want to do that. So this guy, he stay in Troy, Michigan. His name is Ray. He actually invented a method that enables you to put your motor on a fat tire bike without actually doing nothing to the frame, but just using brackets. Um, he got a shop over here in Detroit on 6 Mile between Illinois and Green Line, but he's real good with these motors and everything, putting them on bikes. So basically, get down to the point. What I'm using here is angled aluminum 6061 aluminum metal. It's angled this is a 4 by 6 inches. It is a 1/4 inch thick. That's the angle. This is the flat. It's probably 8 by 6. It's about an 8 by 6. This is gonna be the front, for the front, and this is for the back mount. So basically, what I have here is I have a Zeta motor. I got this from Zeta Motorsports. Rob, he's the builder. He uses 8mm bolts. So I had to actually fabricate this for this mount, this bracket, to actually be able to use for this build, because his bolts are 8mm, so they're more to the edge of the back of the motor, instead of when you got 6mm, they're closer to the center. So it'd be like probably right here. One bolt would be probably right here. The other one probably like a little closer right here. So what I had to do some more grinding on this bracket. So this bracket was 4 inches. So what I had to do, you can see the chain drive here. So I had to take my grinder and cut like let me see, I had to cut about, so this is like probably 2.5 inches, so I had to cut 1.5 inches of metal off to get my clearance. And another thing I had to do was, instead of using, as you can see, this bolt right here, I couldn't use this bolt on this side. This 8mm bolt, I couldn't put it over here because if I did, the nut, I wouldn't be able to screw the nut. I wouldn't be able to screw this nut on. So what I did, I took an 8mm Allen wrench bolt, the Allen wrench head, and what I had to do, I had to grind, because it was wide, it was a little wide, wider than what it is now. So I had to grind most of some material off of the sides, and I also had to grind material in the corner here. Material I had to grind, cut into it, and then grind, cut. So this Allen wrench bolt would screw into the back of the motor. I also had to fabricate the washer and the lock washer. I took material off the sides of it so it can actually, because they kind of, they from 8mm, so they kind of wide. So I had to actually take material off. So what I'm doing here, I'm show you guys. So first, what I want to do, because I was making a video earlier and I forgot to do what my plan was to do, was to put a little tape on the back of this right here. I don't know if it's gonna stick much, but so I'm going to put a little tape right here. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want metal against metal. And when you have metal against metal, you got a lot of friction, you get a lot of vibration, which will potentially cause your nuts or your bolts to come loose, and that will cause the motor to like wobble premature or come loose premature. And so I do this part right here when I'm putting the tape at. This is my first time doing it because this is my first build for a fat tire bike. So this is my first time doing this here, but I just want to put a little tape right there, so just to not have so much metal to metal contact, so but I usually take when I do my builds, regular builds, I usually put rubber tubing between the seat pole and the front mount bar, and that trust me guys, that actually gives a great benefit. I ride for years without having to go in and tighten my bolts, go in and realign my motor. I've ridden for years by doing that, since my first builds, I've been doing it because someone gave me that tip, and I've been doing it since on my builds. And if I have somebody that want me to build one for them, and I have no problem with my engine coming loose and none of that. So I'm doing the same thing. Doing the same thing for this. So I put a little tape on the side because that mount right there is aluminum against aluminum, and I'm trying to reduce as much as metal contact as possible. So right now I'm Loctiting, and because I don't want. Oh yeah, the type of Loctite I'm using the blue Loctite. It's Permatex, and it's don't get the red. The blue, it allows you to unbolt, unscrew whatever you bolt it down. The red, it doesn't. The red, you actually will not be able to take it off, your bolts off, unless you use heat. And that's kind of something that you don't want to, when you mess with these motors, you don't want to apply heat to your engine. So right now I'm trying to get this thing to line up. Okay guys, now I'm about to show you the part where I'm mounting the motor. I'm about to show you the part where I'm mounting the motor on the bike. So basically what I'm about to do, like I said, I use inner tube rubber to stop the metal to metal contact. So basically what I'm gonna do is cut this in half. Place it right here. This one. Okay, I put this right here. Actually, I'll do this. It's sitting right here already. Okay. The holes are already pre-drilled. So that's where the one U-bolt will go through the two wire holes. And this one bolt right here is gonna go in this one hole. I'm only keeping one bolt on it because this part of the front mount touches the frame. So I took one bolt out. And I'm replacing this bolt with a stronger hardened steel bolt. So do this. Okay, this is the part where I gotta cut off. Where I have my mark at. Do this right here. Okay. That. So then I will mount this screws here. Both screws here, one here. One here. Big bolt. Screw here. Bam. Another mount. Bolt it down. Put that down. Bolt them down. See, as you can see, the offset lines up with the rear sprocket. Chain's not touching. And that's it. So this is it, guys. If you want to mount your motor on a fat tire bike,